The neon signs outside Café I.O. flickered against the endless storm that rolled across Titan's horizon. Yellow mist coiled through the transparent dome, shielding the settlement, painting the streets in amber hues. Inside, the air smelled faintly of recycled oxygen and burnt caffeine. Commander Rian Vale stepped in from the cold, his boots still humming from the maglev train. He wasn't there for anything special, just a cup of synthetic coffee and a few minutes of silence. After 20 years of running cargo between moons, silence was all he wanted. The cafe was quiet, save for the hum of old jazz leaking through static speakers. The waitress behind the counter didn't look up right away. She was polishing a glass, her movement slow, deliberate. When she finally turned, Rian froze. Her eyes, blue, sharp, unforgettable, met his. He blinked. Lyra. Her hand tightened around the glass before she smiled, too calm. You mistaken me for someone else, so. But he knew that voice. Lyra Ceres, once the woman he loved, later the one he lost a war that burned half the solar colonies. He set his bag down. You died, he said softly. 10 years ago. She interrupted. Those reports were correct for who I was then. Rian's pulse quickened. She moved like Lyra, spoke like her, but something in her eyes carried a secret too heavy to live with. The cafe door hissed as another customer entered, the moment breaking. Rian found a seat by the window, his reflection merging with the orange clouds beyond. Minutes passed. She brought him his coffee, black, bitter, exactly the way he used to take it. You remembered, he murmured. Her lips twitched. It's a popular order. He stared. What are you doing here, Lyra? She didn't answer. Instead, she slid a napkin across the table. Scrawled on it, in faint ink, were 4 words. They are watching. Don't react. Rian tensed. He glanced around. 2 miners, a lone android, and a man in a gray coat who hadn't touched his drink. Lyra spoke quietly, her voice steady. You shouldn't have come. Titan isn't safe for people like you. People like me. People they can use. The man in the gray coat stood and left. Only when the door sealed did Lyra let her expression shift. You were traced the moment you entered the dome. Rian whispered, Then tell me why you look exactly like. She stopped him. Because I am her. Oh, what's left of her. His breath caught. Explain. She took a breath, glancing toward the surveillance drone above the counter. After the Martian War ended, the Council needed a symbol, someone to unify the colonies. They revived me, digitally. He stared. Revived? My consciousness, she said. They cloned my body, uploaded fragments of my mind, enough to make me loyal, not enough to remember us. But you do remember. She nodded. Memories aren't data. They bleed through, ghosts and circuits. The storm outside intensified, lightning crackling across the domed surface. When I saw your name on the arrival manifest, it triggered something. Emotion. He'd buried her once. Now she sat across from him, human, synthetic, real and unreal at once. Why contact me? Because they are planning something. Mars will annex Titan under the guise of peace. I was sent to oversee it, but I can't let it happen. You're the queen of Mars, he said. You are the annexation. I'm a prisoner wearing a crown, she murmured, and I need your help. The drone above clicked. She whispered, They monitor everything. The only safe place left is outside the dome, Sector 9. Meet me at 0 hour. She straightened, face cold again. Enjoy your coffee, sir, she said aloud, turning away. Rian sat there, the bitter taste of synthetic caffeine doing nothing to calm his nose. Titan's night cycle began. The streets were empty, bathed in pale orange light. Rian moved through the mist, the air thin but breathable. He reached Sector 9, a maintenance zone where the dome met the open methane plains. Lyra waited near an old cargo shuttle, her uniform gone, replaced with dark cloak. "You came," she said softly. "Didn't think I could ignore a ghost," he replied. She smiled faintly. "I wish I were one." A faint hum filled the air as she activated a device on her wrist. A holographic map appeared, a red line spreading across Titan. Mars plans to flood Titan's atmosphere with nanites. They'll terraform it, but the process will wipe out every colony. They'll call it progress. Rian clenched his jaw. "And you want me to stop it?" "I want us to stop it," she said. "You still have contacts in the Resistance. I can get you the data core with the launch codes. But if they realize I helped you, they'll erase you," he finished. She nodded, completely this time. The storm intensified, static crackling through the air. Rian looked at her, beneath the cloak and circuits. She was still her. "Lyra," he said, "if we do this, there's no going back." "There's never been a back to go to," she whispered. She handed him a small crystal drive. "Once you transmit it to the outer moons, the Council's plan collapse." He took it gently, fingers brushing hers. The contact sent a spark through him, electric, real. Then engines roared. Searchlights cut through the mist. Drones descended, red light scanning. "They found us," Rian hissed. Lyra's eyes widened. "Go!" "What about you?" "I'll hold them off. You're the only one who can finish this." He hesitated, then pressed a crystal into his jacket. "I'm not leaving you again." Her eyes softened. "You already did. 10 years ago." Before he could protest, she reached up and kissed him. Brief, fierce, final. "Now run." He sprinted toward the shuttle bay as plasma fire scorched the air. The storm roared, lightning igniting methane clouds above. He looked back once, Lyra standing in the light, facing the drones head-on, eyes blazing like twin stars. Then everything went white. When Rian awoke, he was drifting in orbit above Titan. The shuttle's autopilot had engaged. Static filled the comms until a faint voice broke through. Lyra's. "If you're hearing this, I didn't make it. But that's all right. You always said humanity needed something worth remembering. Let this be it." He stared at the empty seat beside him. The drive blinked steadily in his hand. Below, Titan's storm cleared, revealing the faint blue glow of the colony still alive. "I wasn't just reborn to rule," her voice continued. "I was reborn to remember, to love one last time." The transmission ended. Rian leaned back, tears burning his eyes. Outside, the rings of Saturn shimmered like old promises. He whispered, "You always hated coffee that was too bitter." Then he smiled faintly. "Guess I'll drink it for both of us." As he activated the drive and sent the transmission toward the outer moons, the console flickered, just for a moment, with her face, a ghost in the circuits, smiling. The signal pulsed outward, spreading through the solar network, carrying the truth, and maybe a piece of her soul. As the shuttle disappeared into the light of Saturn's dawn, Rian realized something. Love doesn't end when the body does. It lingers, like the aftertaste of coffee on Titan, warm, bitter, and impossibly human.